One time, if you were Irish, rural and working class, and you didn't emigrate or move to Dublin, then chances are you would have been employed in one of the big houses dotted around the Irish countryside. These were the homes of the Anglo-Irish Protestant elite, providing employment to the locals, but often with poor paying conditions. My own grandfather worked as a gardener on the local estate, even played cricket with the gentry from time to time. The relationship with the old colonial master was complex. Many now look upon that time with great nostalgia and are critical of the Irish government for letting the old estates go to rack and ruin. And it's from this point of view that I wrote this next song, Mansion by the River.
Way out past the fields and houses stands covered in ivy and rot the remains of a fine stately mansion that all care and times long forgot. As I grew up in the village, it was known as the castle to all. There'd be apples and berries and treasures to be found should we breach its great walls. Times they change and life goes on, and maybe for the better, but not for me, I'm old and worn, like that mansion down by the river. My father, he worked for the landlord. He tended these gardens and grounds. He got paid a small bit of money and took home what was lying around. Many lords and ladies and servants have passed here on carriage or foot. For a time the volunteers took over, and the spade made way for the gun. Times have changed and life goes on, and maybe for the better, but not for me, I'm half torn down, like that mansion down by the river. Yet another failed renovation for this hopelessly derelict man. Though the mansion's not faring much better, sure we'll share some time while we can. Times they change and life goes on, and maybe for the better, but not for me, I'm old and worn, like that mansion down by the river. Times they change and life goes on, and maybe for the better, but not for me, I'm all alone, like that mansion down by the river. Just like that mansion down by the river.